Hey everyone. I wanted to talk to you today about learning to listen to your body and why this is important. I think probably most people watching this video will be the same as what I was like, and that is that have probably spent a good proportion of your life just pushing on through, just doing more, achieving more, being more, people pleasing, maybe perfectionism, all those sorts of things. But this constant not listening to the body, this constant just needing to do this or finish that, or will rest at the weekend or on the holiday or something like that. And then obviously after quite a few years, we end up crashing and burning, and that's when we end up with things like chronic fatigue syndrome. So basically doing that is part of a big proportion of what got us ill in the first place. So, what I believe is a really important thing about recovery is actually doing the opposite, is actually starting to listen to our body. So, to listen to the whispers of when it says, please stop, please eat, please go to bed early, please can we do this, that, and the other, is to actually listen to those whispers. And I really feel this is a big part of our recovery because when we listen to the whispers, we don't get shouts and we don't get screams, and we don't get chronic illnesses anymore. So, from my part, listening to the whispers is slowing down enough to actually know what we need. So, a basic thing that I've talked about in previous videos is going to the toilet, eating and drinking when we feel that we need to, and not putting that to the back of a queue of things to do. And this helps our nervous system to feel more regulated because it's our our nervous system stops needing to warn us all the time of things that are wrong, like the need to eat or drink or stuff like that, and stops putting up warning flares and flags all the time. So it builds from that level upwards. But also when we learn to listen to the whispers, we know when we have done too much. We know when we need to have a rest or a break, or mix it up a little, or step out of and go outside and have a breath of fresh air occasionally. So we can still be doers, which many of us are, when fully recovered, but not to the detriment of our health. And when we listen to our body and what it needs, and maybe even schedule in downtime to start with, schedule in outside time in the fresh air, whatever it takes to start to make that a habit again, then we can actually really start to heal, because that's when we don't go round and round in circles with this crash and burn kind of thing of, you know, feeling good, doing more, doing more, doing more, doing more, crash and burn. So we get into a better habit of doing doing more maybe still, but then, I need to rest a little, or I need to recharge my batteries a little, or I need to eat a bit better, or make sure I'm going to bed a bit earlier, these sorts of things. And over time, you begin to realize what's really important to your individual health. And, for me, it's things like going to bed early, because I like to get up early. It makes me feel good. I always get up early anyway, so I have to prioritize going to bed early. Otherwise, I start to have less and less sleep. I like to make sure I sit down and have my tea when it's hot. That I find that very regulating for my nervous system. If I'm spending a lot of time online, I go outside and I ground and I spend some time in fresh air. So it's knowing what's good for your body, and listening to its cues and not pushing through them. And then, like I say, you can still be a doer and do lots of things in life and achieve lots of things if that's what you really want, but it's never to the detriment of your health ever again. So, anyway, that's from me today. If you have any questions about that, then please let me know. Ciao.